One of the things that I really like about us, and we literally just copy this from Scott Galloway's a big one. I know you and I haven't talked about him that much, but he's super open about the amount of money he makes, the amount of taxes he pays, and how he got there. And I love his line. He's like, we don't talk enough about money. How do you get better at basketball? You talk about basketball. How do you get better? Anything. About playing the piano, being a business owner, you talk about it. But for some reason, money is taboo. So we like to be super open about it. Hormozi is, Gary Vee is, a lot of these guys that we try to emulate are open about exactly what's going on. So how did we build a multi-seven-figure business today in 2025, which is huge. I've never said those words before about any business before this. So let's talk a bit about it. A few things that come to mind to me are we have a high ticket service, right? And it's recurring revenue. So when I was in the gym business, that was recurring revenue to a degree, but it was shorter sales cycle. So you could be with me for 12 weeks. That wouldn't be bad. A year-long personal training programs were rare. I had a few, but it wasn't common. So a few months. So the churn rate, which is loss of business or clients not renewing or coming back, was fairly high, especially if they have a small goal. Like, I want to lose 5 pounds. You get them to lose 5 pounds. And if you did a great job, they should be able to continue that training without you. I think that's ultimately the goal of a personal trainer, is to make your client good enough so that they don't become codependent on you. So the nature of the business wasn't great for long-term sustainability. HVAC, there was, $20,000, $30,000 paychecks in a month and then nothing the next month. So customer service wasn't a priority because you needed so much new revenue constantly. And we talked about previously about the worst advice, always be closing. Every time you go to somebody, you're making a sale, you're walking away with $1 somehow. I think, again, it goes to the nature of the business. So what is the nature of your business? Whoever's listening to this, really think about those things. We have high ticket service items, right? Our average client is around $2,000 to $2,500 a month. We have clients above that, we have clients below that. And our average duration is 30 months. That's a lot to be relied upon. You can start planning out the next couple of years when you and I do. A big part to our success is how much effort and analysis we put into our projections. We had a pretty good idea of what we would do this year. We're a little bit shy of that pace right now, but I think we can make some changes to get there. But we didn't just pick a number out of a hat. I want to do 10 million this year. It's like, well, how are you going to get there? I feel like I can. We don't base things off feeling. Now that we have enough data, we have a high ticket service, we have recurring revenue, it can help us project. Plus, ultimately, I think we solve a fairly big problem for businesses. A business growing is paramount to most businesses.
Very large problem.
So, and ultimately, I am a big believer in the larger the problem you solve, the more money you can make.